Good afternoon, everybody. Cheryl Aronson reporting from NAMM 22. Woohoo, we made it. So I am so excited to be here with a very dear friend, Mike from Casio. I love coming to the Casio booth and finding out about their new products. So Mike, tell us about some of our new products that came out within this year.
Yeah, this year. This year we introduced two new products in the Casio tone line.
Okay.
The CTS 500 that's right here next to me, as well as the CTS 1000V that we have back here. These can fundamentally change what you think of a portable keyboard. These have 800 studio quality sounds.
Ooh.
They're incredibly portable. They only weigh 10 pounds. You can put batteries in them, but they have all the connectivity that a professional musician would want. Your quarter-inch outs, you can put in an expression pedal and more. Real-time control with those knobs too. So for your synth players or those that want to modify sounds on the fly, you've got that control. The 1000V back there, the thing that separates that keyboard from everything else out on the market is that this is a keyboard that can speak or sing any words that you provide it.
Oh, so kind of, a musician can sing through it as well?
No. It is a vocal synthesizer.
Oh.
So you can type your words into an application and then experiment with those words on the keyboard, playing different harmonies, using different vocalist sounds that it can produce. There's nothing like it. It's never been done before.
That sounds so exciting.
It's absolutely amazing.
So these are on sale right now, or people can get them. Tell everybody, a lot of people are not coming to NAMM, so if they're interested.
Yeah, the best place to go is Casio.com, and you'll find the electronic music instruments section of Casio, and you can see all the information on both the CTS 1000 and the 500.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is Cheryl Aronson, and I am at the NAMM Show at the Audi's Headphones, and we're very excited here today to have Peter, who is he's the marketing, and he's going to tell us all about Audi's Headphones.
Well, hi. I'm Peter here from Odyssey, and our line of planar magnetic headphones are all built right here in Orange County, just a few minutes south of the convention. Today we're demoing this new headphone we introduced just today for the show, the NAMM 500. It's made in collaboration with the 11-time Grammy Award-winning mix engineer Manny Marroquin, who is here in the booth today, and you'll talk to him shortly. But the headphone is probably our most accurate sounding headphone we've ever developed. It's basically a recording studio that you can take with you and work from anywhere in the world.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is Cheryl Aronson, Agenda Magazine, and I am so honored to be here today with Multi-Grammy winning mixing engineer Manny Marroquin, but he can say it also for you in the correct Spanish way. But it's so wonderful to be here. You were just saying we're at Odyssey. And these headphones are amazing, and that you have chosen them for your particular headphone signature.
Yes.
So let's talk about them.
Well, it's funny because as a creator, being in the studio so many years, we've heard probably every headphone imaginable. But not every time do you think about being part of your own. So when I first heard them, maybe, I want to say 6 years ago, it just blew my mind. And I thought, this is the best headphone I ever heard in my life. And it was the LCDX. I remember Mark here left them with me with an amp. And I just kind of stayed in and played with them. And I was working on a big album at the time. And next thing you know, 10 hours later, I was still mixing on the headphones. Now, if you had said to me, hey man, you're gonna mix on headphones, I think you're crazy. There's just no way you can create. At the time, headphones are supposed to be, you're supposed to enjoy them, right? You're supposed to pull up your favorite song artist and enjoy them, not necessarily creating them. And this is the first headphone company that I thought, listen, I can actually create it with them. Now it's an essential tool for my studio. I can have this $1 million desk, I can have all the speakers, all the fancy equipment, but at the end of the day, all that doesn't matter. It's what the consumer, exactly. Yeah. What is the final product? So it was really interesting for me to, surprisingly, for me to want to work with a headphone company that actually, as a creator, not as a consumer.
Okay.
And that is the approach. I mean, if you think about it, there hasn't been a lot of headphone companies that have embraced the creators, and I give Odyssey so much credit for allowing me to be a creator and have a tool for everyone to be able to create with them.
Okay, so let's talk specifically about these headphones that you've created with them and what you want to tell everybody technically what are in them and what you were looking for.
Yes. So my favorite one is the LCD5. I mean, they're very expensive. Very, very true. I mean, it sounds exactly what I want them to sound like in the studio. So, but the design for my taste needed some help. It was more of an audiophile headphone, where for creators, for us, it has to be lighter, it has to be comfortable. I have to be able to wear it for hours at a time. Yes. I wanted an open back headphone because they're just better. And I really wanted to create something that I could travel with. To me, that was really important because if you think about studios today, they're portable. I mean, you have your laptop, and that's it. That's your studio. And then you can go home and you have a set of speakers and you can create at home. You can take them anywhere. But the problem is you got to take your speakers. I mean, some of them you can't take them on the plane with you. You may be able to, but you can. It's a little harder. So for me, the goal was, how can I collaborate with a company that will allow me to have a headphone that's light, that sounds obviously great, but I can wear it for hours. So it's the same technology, the planar magnetic driver. So it's the same technology they've had, but the design, it's really designed for creators and the 100,000 bedroom producers in the world. This is created for them and for all of us. In a selfish way, I wanted to have a portable set of speakers, and this is what it is. Okay. So I can be at home, I can be in my hotel room, I can be anywhere and be confident. Confidence is the key in the creative environment. I want to be confident enough to be able to take these anywhere. And I think that we've created something really special.
And we are at NAMM 2022, and I am with the fabulous Bunny Brunel. Oh, Bunny, isn't it good to be back to NAMM and back to playing music? Let's hear what you're up to.
Well, it's always nice to come to NAMM because there is so many people that I can see, that I never see the whole year. And it's always fun to go say hello to the different booths, different companies, that's for sure.
Yes, and I know you've been doing a lot of things you just put out. Let's talk about your new music that you just put out.
Well, actually, I have a single that I put out with a Russian guitar player, Roman Miroshnichenko, and I have that people can download. It's just a single. But I start recording with the original guitar player of the group Cab. A new album. We intend to have Dennis Chambers on drums, and it's with Tony McAlpine, and we got like 3-4 songs already. We're working on that. But meanwhile, I actually finished the album called Baseball 2.
Oh.
Originally it was Baseball that I did with Stanley Clarke. And we did another one, number 2, and we're just working on the cover right now. And it invites a lot of different bass players for different places, and it's fun.
Schmooze Jazz Magazine at NAMM, and boy, am I excited! I ran into a dear friend, Bryan Thompson.
Good to see you, Cheryl.
So good to see you. First of all, we're at the Theo-Wani mouthpiece booth, which you just told me you use their mouthpieces. So let's talk about them and what's so wonderful about them.
Yes, absolutely. So I've been with Theo-Wani now for a little under a year. And I've had my normal setup for years, and I still have those mouthpieces, but my good friend Bryan over here with Theo-Wani, he share the same name, spelled exactly the same, has sent me some mouthpieces, and I've just fell in love with them, and I've been using them ever since. So
yeah,
I've been using, this is my alto mouthpiece. So these are the exact pieces that I use on my equipment, and the Shiva 3 on alto hard rubber, incredible mouthpiece, And then on my tenor sax, you're fine. I use the Shiva 3.
That's gorgeous.
I use a couple of their mouthpieces on the tenor. This one, and then on soprano, which has become my all-time favorite, my Shiva 3.
Yes.
And these are just some incredible pieces that not only allow me to play the way I want to play, but I'm also glad to represent a company that takes care of their musicians and their artists.
Absolutely. So talk about mouthpieces a little bit and why they're so important. I mean, it's obvious in one way, but a certain mouthpiece, what does this mouthpiece do for you? You can get technical.
Got it. Well, so let me put it this way that's digestible for people who are musicians and people who are not musicians. A mouthpiece is almost like your voice. We all have different voices. Some sound alike, some sound different. And how when we change mouthpieces, you're changing the dynamics of your voice. Sometimes it makes things easier. Sometimes it makes things more difficult, depending on what you play. But I'm a free blower, meaning I like my horn to be open and very, very, widespread from top to bottom. So these mouthpieces really help me do that. And so imagine singing and all the mucus is clear and your voice is warmed up, and you can just sing to the mountaintops. That's how these mouthpieces make me feel. Like you just got a humidifier that just made everything just clear up. I
love it.
will do it. No distance between us. You have promised. I believe it. Oh, the same power that opened that grave is moving right here in this place. You're alive and well. You're alive and well. The same God who had parted the sea is living and breathing in me. You're alive and well. Yes, He is. You're alive and well. Come on, do you believe it tonight? Revival is stirring, and your bride is returning. You're healing, you're speaking into faith. We are leading. We are leading. The same power that opened that grave is moving right here in this place. You're alive and well. You're alive.